Good morning and welcome to the School Wellness Policy Support and Funding Opportunities webinar. My name is Cindy Rainson. I'm a registered dietitian with the Nevada Department of Agriculture, Food and Nutrition Division. This is the fourth webinar in our series to help with school wellness policy development, implementation, and support. And we encourage you, if you have not already heard the other webinars, to check them out on the Nevada Agriculture YouTube channel and our SlideShare account. So today we're going to be talking about funding opportunities and how to get support for your local wellness policy. And to begin, we'd like to take a poll. Does your school currently receive any funding for your school wellness policy? And if you could answer that for me real quick, it's yes, no, or I don't know. Okay, so it looks like everyone answered, and it was 100% of you said no, that you do not currently receive any funding for your wellness policy. So hopefully you'll find some of the information today helpful. And going forward, hopefully we can help you find ways to get some support and funding for your policies. So how can funding help, and why is it important? Each school community is unique, and your needs will vary. By securing support and funding for your school wellness policy, you can focus on what your school needs the most. Some of the various funds have requirements you will need to meet and follow. However, others will allow you to make your own goals and work towards those. Some different ways you can use the funds are listed on this slide. Does your school lack essential equipment to increase healthy food options or physical activity? You can use funds to buy new equipment or replace old equipment. Do you need money to put on school or community events or activities? Some of these funds can be used for those to support the school wellness policy. Do you need money to pay for a staff member's time? You can use some of these funds to provide a stipend for staff or reimbursement for any travel or training activities. Are there programs within your school that need funding to maintain or grow? There's also funding available to help with this. All of these are examples of how school wellness funding can help you and your school community become healthier. So what are some common places school wellness funding comes from? Here we've listed some of the top places that we've heard, or organizations that provide funding. The first is HUSC and the Alliance for Healthier Generation and Action for Healthy Kids. Fuel Up to Play 60. There are local partnerships. You can have your own school fundraisers. You can get community donations or sponsorships, and you can also find grants that are available for this. And now we'll get into a little more information about each of those. So the first one we'll talk about is going to be HUSC, which stands for Healthier U.S. School Challenge. And there are 4 different levels of distinction for this award, and the bronze level awards $500, and the top gold award of distinction has $2,000 that come along with it. We do have one Nevada school that is a bronze Husk School, and they just recently became certified. So we encourage anyone who's interested to check out the website and look at the application criteria, and hopefully you will find that your school meets a lot of that already, and it wouldn't take much for you to do to become certified as a Husk school. The next one is the Alliance for a Healthier Generation, and they provide an Alliance for a Healthier Generation school recognition. They have 3 different levels of recognition for their schools, and those are bronze, silver, and gold awards. And we do have a few of these schools in Nevada as well. I believe there are 2 in Carson City School District. And so go to their website if you're interested in learning about how to become recognized for this. And we'll discuss the criteria just a little bit in a moment. And the Action for Healthy Kids provides school action plans. They have some great programs and some practical applications for the school wellness implementation and evaluation. There's also some school, family, and community partnerships that they provide information on. And there are grants available through the Action for Healthy Kids, and both of these websites here are great, and they should give you more information about how to apply, what's available currently, and so next we will just look at the chart here. It compares the criteria for Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act requirements that all national school lunch programs must follow, the Husk Challenge requirements, and the Alliance for a Healthier Generation recognition requirements. As you can see, a lot of these requirements have some overlap. So you may already be meeting these requirements in your school, and this is a great way for you to look at getting recognized and perhaps getting some funding to help if you do have more changes to complete. So it talks about the different food groups and fresh fruits and vegetables. And then this next slide is going to talk about the meat and meat alternative requirements, grains, milk, total calories, limits on the fat and sodium requirements of foods. So these are all happening for the school meals. So yeah, so check out those 2 different programs, and you may find a lot of overlap between those and the new school lunch and breakfast requirements. The next program we'd like to talk about today is the Fuel Up to Play 60 program. And this program provides fun and exciting ways to develop and implement key elements of your school wellness policy. Fuel Up to Play 60 supports your school's healthy eating and physical activity goals. It has monies that are meant to fund activities that lead to lasting changes within the school environment. The funds available are competitive, and they're based on the quality of your application. On their website, you will find tools that will help you decide what your school will work on, how much funding you might need. It has the eligibility and guidelines, the application worksheet, links to success stories to see what other schools have done to utilize the funds. And they also have a playbook with ideas, and there's funding is separated into 2 different categories for healthy eating and physical activity. They also allow for incentives and reward funding up to $500 each school year. So total, you can request up to $4,000 each year for your school. Now, the applications are going to be available this spring, and the deadline to apply for this spring application is June 16th, 2015. If you do have questions, you can look on the Fuel Up to Play 60 website, and if you need help with the application or have any specific questions about your school, or if you've already applied and you want to know what's going on in your school, you can contact Libby Lovig. She's the Nevada contact through the Dairy Council, and she can help you with that information. So next, I'd like to talk about local partnerships, and community-based organizations are a great resource for the school community to reach out and find what local organizations may already be doing or would be interested in helping you do. The local health organizations and the public health institutions are always looking for outreach, how to help with the school communities, and if you contact them, they may have other funding available to help with some of the projects or activities that you're interested in. The recreation programs are also a great resource, like the after-school program that you might have locally, or the local Boys and Girls Club are great to partner with. The food banks are also a key player in our community, and it's a good idea to reach out to them and find out if they have any ongoing outreach efforts currently, if they're interested in partnering with you. Talk to them about what they've done in the past and how you can see them helping in the future. Nonprofit organizations such as the American Heart Association, American Diabetes Association, a lot of the local nonprofits are always interested in helping in the school environment, and they may already be doing things locally, but if you reach out to them and find out how you guys can partner together, it's always a great idea. Next is fundraisers. So as a school or community, you can organize your own fundraisers to help pay for activities or trainings or anything that you would want to do within the school. Snack stands are great. You can sell food or non-food items during school, after school, at weekend or sporting events. So contact your local school administration or your PTA and find out what they're already doing, if there's a gap that you could fill, and those are great to raise money, and you get to keep the money within the school. Another good way you may be able to fundraise within the school is to get a school store. If you don't already have one in place, these are great. You can open before school or after school, even during the lunch or recess time, and you can sell any of the Smart Snack approved items, or you can sell any school supplies or even things specific to your school. A lot of companies now make school spirit gear that you're able to sell, and you do get to keep the profits from that. They have anything from t-shirts to pens and pencils, notebooks, backpacks, water bottles, all kinds of different stuff that you can have specialized for your school, and those are always great to boost school spirit as well as raise a little extra money. Another idea would be doing a car wash or other event, and a lot of the local businesses or community organizations are willing to let you do that on their property, and they'll donate the supplies or water or whatever you may need to put one of the car washes on. A raffle or an auction is also a great idea. You could do this at the end of the year. You can do it during the PTA meetings, or if there's a dinner or something, other event that's happening at your school, you can offer to do a raffle or an auction there, and you can get prizes donated for that. And a book fair is also another good idea of something that you could do within your school environment. And last is physical activity fundraisers. So if you want to do a walkathon or a 5K race, those are great to get community involved as well as the school students and teachers. Next, community donations can be important to help, and a lot of local businesses or corporations are willing to donate products or cash prizes or gift certificates or even sponsor new equipment. You just need to reach out to some of your local businesses, and you might be surprised what they'd be willing to donate to you. And sometimes they do want to be given, free advertising, or if you put something that says sponsored by and the company name, it's great publicity for them, and it helps you out as well. So find out who in your local community might be interested, and reach out to them and find out what they could do and how you guys can work together. And last, we'd like to mention some grants that are available. There's a few different foundations that are known to provide school grants on a regular basis. And the three I have listed here have things regularly. There may be some open grants that are rolling, so you're able to apply at any time that you have a special project. You also may see occasionally ones that open and have a hard close date, so you'd want to be sure to stay up to date with that. You may want to sign up for their listserv or monthly newsletter to keep abreast of any new opportunities that as they may arise. The Robert Wood Johnson Foundation does great work within the school communities and health organizations. So check out their website. The Kellogg Foundation has in the past donated some grant money. I didn't see any currently available, but you may want to follow them and check up on that. The Center for Health and Healthcare in Schools, you can go in and apply for a grant through them, and I believe they did have a grant open that you were able to submit currently if you're interested. And you can also check out some of the federal grants that are available, grants.gov, as well as the USDA website listed here has a grant search engine that you type in what kind of grant you're interested in, who it's going to be serving, and it'll pop up a bunch of different opportunities that may be available that you may qualify for. So those are just a few ideas of some other places that you may look for funding for your school community. Like I mentioned at the beginning, all of our school wellness policy webinars can be accessed online. We upload them to our YouTube channel. The link is here, or if you go to YouTube and search for Nevada Agriculture, they will all pop up. One of our playlists is specific to our school nutrition division, and you may find some of those other ones helpful as well. We do have a website for our school wellness policy and resources, and that's listed here. And we will update that and continue to post more resources as we find them. And hopefully there is some good, helpful information, and our best practice manual is also on that same website. The USDA Food and Nutrition Service also has some implementation tools and resources, as well as a list of funding opportunities for local school wellness policies. So those are also some good websites to check out and follow up. They are constantly updating those resources and funding opportunities as well. At this time, we will take any questions you may have. If you do need to contact me, my information is here. Feel free to send me an email or give me a call. I'm willing to help talk about any school wellness question or idea you may have. Feel free to reach out at any time. Thank you for listening, and we hope that you gained some helpful information from this webinar.